Morning to you from wherever you're watching Morning at NTV. Stephen Imbido Fefe Switch Bugam coming to you from Namugongo. Just last week, the district returning officer for Mukono, Emily Amongin, declared Abdallah Kiwanuka Mlima Mayuni as the duly elected member of parliament for Mukono North, of course giving him a second term of office. But his closest challenger, former minister Ronald Chibule, contested the votes. And on Sunday, we saw an attempted raid at the Mukono District Tally Center with both sides camps accusing the other of being part of this. But we know that for now, Abdallah Kiwanuka was declared the winner. As police goes on with the investigations, we want to understand what are the concerns from Mukono, because we saw also two winners for the post of district chairman for Mukono. One being declared as NUP candidate as the first one to be declared winner, but then we saw another announcement saying that NRM candidate had won from the same person declaring both. Mukono is another story. Good morning to you. I'm here with Honorable Abdallah Kiwanuka, the incumbent Mukono North MP. Thank you so much for welcoming us in your home.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, viewers. I'm Kiwanuka Abdallah, Member of Parliament, Mukono North.
It wasn't a sweet victory for you. You had to go through a lot from the time of campaigns. I saw what was happening there. How do you feel about your declaration? But of course, also what we are seeing today with an attempted breaking into the Tally Center.
Of course, it has never been easy. I expected this time to be equally a tough one like 2021. And I had to prepare myself because I knew and I know the NRM candidate, his behaviors, his conduct. So I had to prepare myself very well in all angles. Much as I'm not in government, I knew that he can attack me from all angles. My life is always in danger. I could be attacked from at the rallies. My people could be attacked, abducted. And this one, I lost a relative in my own compound. Unfortunately, up to now, I have never seen it before. Because even a stranger can die, but police normally carries out investigations. This time round, I lost a relative in my own compound where security officials came, raided my home, deflated all the 8 cars which were in my compound, destroyed the cameras, killed a relative, entered my house in search of the storage for the cameras, and took my money. Up to now, no security official has ever stepped in my home in form of at least investigate what exactly happened. I have tried to inform whoever is concerned. I'm still waiting for them. That it was at the climax shortly before I was declared. And of course, the NRM candidate has always been saying that whatever I do, I shall be declared, come rain, come sunshine. Even if you win me, I shall be declared. I said, okay, fine. Let me do what I'm supposed to do. And I was never diverted. I went through the polls. They tried to steal the boxes. They were hijacked. In the process, they got an accident. When they were trying to enter with the boxes in the military detach at Impoma. But all in all, God has been on our side. Just recently, after I was declared on Saturday night, of course, many people are in NRM, but not all of them that they believe in whatever atrocities and unfairness which is going on in there. We were informed that they had raided the Tally Center, the Electoral Commission offices. Of course, I alerted the RDC, I alerted the DPC. I expected them to rise up. And I told them, come what or what, I'm going to go and face them.
Do you feel personally targeted, and why? Because many NUP members in Mukono were declared victorious, but for you, you are now being even an application in court challenging your victory. Do you feel personally targeted? From 2021, the similar case is also coming up again 2026.
I feel I'm targeted because even, I'm sorry to say this, personally, professional, I'm a lawyer. My law firm is running. And in case I prepared my heart a long time ago. Even if I fairly lose the election, I have where to resort to. But the opposite with my challenger, the person who is challenging me, he's idle, has nothing to do. The only thing he sees as the only opportunity to survive is to go to parliament. So that's why even my life is in danger. I have tried to apply for security. I have failed to get some bodyguards. In the meantime, I have remained myself and submitted myself to God.
Why would one go against Abdallah Kiwanuka, who has been declared a winner, not one time, but for 2 times? Why would one go after your life?
He sees me as a roadblock. I'm the only roadblock to him, for him to go to parliament. My failure to contest, or in my absentia, he thinks that he can find his way to parliament. I'm honest about this, and all the people in Mukono, and Mukono North in particular, are aware about this. And they have come to a conclusion that provided that guy is still contesting, nobody can manage him. He is good at manipulating in all offices. He's good at manipulating electoral commission officials. He's good at manipulating the judiciary. He's good at... But I just find myself that maybe with luck and commitment I have, when I commit myself to fall on something, I have to put whatever it is required to do it up to the last point. So I just find myself that in this election, once I'm sober, when he attacked, I have to be at that very point. When he attacked the tally center, I had to find myself at the tally center shortly after I got the notification, and they had to run away. Police is investigating, but of course the conclusion is, and all the investigations are that they attacked and they tried to open the boxes. They opened some of the boxes. Police is investigating, and that is part of them with the EC. Me, I'm waiting for his application to be served.
You know, we've seen different applications for a vote recount from different areas. Talk about Kayunga, talk about Kalungu, and elsewhere. But for your own case, Mukono North, if that application for vote recount is really hard and this happens, considering that we've had an attempted break-in the tally center, do you feel there will be transparency, and do you feel still come out as the victor?
We are ready to submit all this evidence to court, because the most important thing is for court to know that the status quo is as it was on 15th. I don't expect EC to come to court to say that the boxes are still intact, because they know that they were tampered with. I know they were tampered with. Police is aware they were tampered with. So I don't expect any court to proceed to the next level, because it has to be fast with that application to be heard, inter-parties, for each party to submit its own reasons, for them to bring reasons as to why they need a recount. And they just find that the boxes are still intact. We also have to submit for him to show exactly at this point my votes are lacking, maybe they are not counted, and what have you, together with the presentation of the DRA forms. But from what I'm seeing, it is a sham. It is a sham application. It is a non-starter. It cannot go anywhere. It's just putting me on tension, but I'm ready. Being a lawyer, I'm ready for him. Come what? I'm ready for him.
But you know, as I was beginning, I told you how Mukono is becoming another story. We saw first a declaration of a district chairman belonging to NUP, and then just moments after, we saw NRM candidate being declared the winner. This is a cause of dramatic scenes in Mukono, because how can you have two winners being declared by the same person, by the same electoral commission managing electoral affairs? Anything can happen in Mukono.
Yes, I'm sure with the current regime, it can happen, but I'm telling you, things cannot be the same. I'm assuring you, things cannot be the same. The residents in Mukono North are vigilant. They cannot be the same. I believe the security team in Mukono wants the district to be stable. Declaring at this point another candidate, you may see something different. I personally don't want it, and I don't believe that even the NRM people want to see uneasiness in the district, an atmosphere full of people demonstrating. That is what I mean. But it cannot be easy. That is what I can assure you, because my win came from the grassroots. I'm not just imposed onto the people. Equally with the LC5 chairperson, whatever was done, we only had to calm down our people, hoping that we are going to take a route to court. Of course, we know what they are trying to do here and there, and I'm also wondering what the returning officer was considering, because the moment you declare a candidate that is a winner, you are functioning as official. You can't declare another person. By her coming back after declaring Muyanja Senyonga, because we have her videos, we have her audios, we have the photographs, we have her declaring Muyanja Senyonga, and later on she came back and declared Mukome. We're wondering the laws she was applying, but what I'm sure of, that what she did was null and void. Was null and void, and therefore we are going to challenge it. We are only waiting for one thing. Should Lukoya Mukome appear in the Gazette? Because it is the last straw. To declare a person is one thing, but who shall appear in the Gazette? Okay. You don't get surprised when you find that it is Johnson Muyanja Senyonga in the Gazette, because of the first declaration which was made to save their face. Short of that, they will have to face it in course of law.
You know, you are also the shadow minister for internal affairs. That puts you in a better position of knowing the workings of security officers and operations. Having been that position at some time as a shadow minister, what does all this tell about our state of democracy and governance in our country when we see a person like you who has been in parliament going through all this, not only you but also in other areas? We see the same happening, some electoral violence happening here and there, but also the kidnaps and other issues. Other affairs, what do they say about the state of human rights, governance, but also democracy? Are we progressing or retrogressing?
I have to say, if you opt to contest in any election in Uganda, get prepared for all the atrocities to be committed against you. The abductions, the uncleared searches, the unlawful searches, killings, all the atrocities in this country can happen against it. Because it is not an offense. We thought that by the promulgation of the 1995 Constitution coming into force, the law shall be followed. Indeed, the laws are there. Even if it comes to how we have to campaign, people have to behave in the campaigns, the regulations are there. How you have the Police Act is very clear, the Magistrates Act is very clear, how a person has to be arrested. Even if you want me as a member of Parliament, where do you go through? You can't simply reach me without going through the Speaker. So many things, but the opposite is happening. I just call upon Mr. Museveni to reflect on the very reasons as to why he went to the bush why so many people, over 500,000, died. Because it was the most common issue which was on the top of the list, was because of the election violence, election thuggery, and what have you. It is very unfortunate that in the last, after 40 years, we are still having the same problem. In fact, I don't know what he thinks about it. People, not only in the general elections, even in NRM elections, people are crying. What is happening?
You know, Honorable Abdallah Kiwanuka, when all this is happening, and if everyone is crying like you are saying, I know your party president is, for now, we don't know where he is. Your deputy president for Buganda region, where you could be running to when you are facing all this, is already in custody. We know also other party officials and party members are also either arrested or they are also battling their own. One wonders, in time like this, if you're facing this kind of injustice like you are saying, where do you run to? Where should others run to? Because your supporters and your party members would want to know where, if anyone is coming to your support, or if anyone is indeed standing with you. Like we saw Honorable Mwanga Kivumbi standing alone in the course of law. Where do you run to?
See, we have been threatened to the marrow. We have been threatened left, right, and center. Even sometimes you think that being a qualified lawyer, I think I should go and give a hand to my brother. But you may think, sometimes you think maybe when they see me, I may be the next. We don't know exactly what is happening in this country. Honestly, I have to be honest here. Sometimes we think that Uganda is no longer safe. I'm a member of parliament, but I feel like running away for some good time until things settle down. I don't know who's next. If my president is on the run, and you look at the tweets which Mr. Museveni's son is tweeting on X, you just wonder whether he's the one behind these tweets or someone else. He has threatened many, and he has actually been putting them into effect. You remember what he declared about Dr. Kizza Besigye and his current status in prison. What could be the next if no attention is given to him? I don't know if we are waiting for people to first be killed and all allegations be made against them, and maybe Mr. Museveni can rise up against his son. But you remember the other day, upon when he does anything contrary to the law, he keeps on promoting him. Very soon he may even appoint him to be the deputy president, the vice president, upon retiring him from the army, because Mr. Museveni is the alpha and omega and all these things. What will happen to us? We feel, honestly, personally, I'm sorry, our viewers or whoever is watching, the country is not safe for us. I call upon you people, all Ugandans, this is our country. If you're in NRM, even if you're in NUP, even if you're in UPC, independent, those who say that they are independent-minded, for them they don't belong anywhere. This is our country, and we have a duty to make it safe for each and everyone, for the good of our country, for the good of our children, for the good of everyone, so that we can live together. Election is not a do or die, but defeat me justly. Declare me if I have won. Don't declare me if I have not won.
Thank you for your time and these insights you've shared on Morning at NTV. Honorable Abdallah Kiwanuka Mulima Mayuni, he's the incumbent member of parliament for Mukono North. I know that there was also another voting in Lira and Alebtong. For example, Najuri County, I know in 18 parishes there was an election that was for the parliamentary. Julius Ochen is in Lira. He's going to update us on what happened in Lira and Alebtong. Have the microphone from me, Julius Ochen. Good morning.
Very, very good morning, viewers. Julius Ochen coming live from Lira City East Division. Yesterday, the people of Alebtong, Ajuri County, exercised their constitutional right and elected Fred Jalamesu as the member of parliament for Ajuri constituency, and he gathered 16,336 votes, and he was followed by the government chief whip, then the Samson Obua, who got 15,568 votes. And an electoral commission in that area of Aleptong then declared Mr. Fred Jalameso as the member of parliament elect for Ajuri constituency. And also I have other two gentlemen, Emmanuel Bongper on my right, who also won Lira City West Division as the mayor on UPC ticket. And also on my left, the other side is Mr. Dennis Odongodul. Peter Odongodul was also elected as the mayor for Lira City East on UPC ticket. And also Mr. Fred Jarameso was also elected as the member of parliament for Jury constituency on UPC ticket. Fred, tell me, yes. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Hey, tell me.
Yes, I, Jalameso Fred, the newly elected member of parliament, Ajuri County, the joy is absolutely for Ajuri and the Almighty God. I am determined to effectively represent the people of Ajuri through the roles, the four roles of the member of parliament: effective legislation, effective representation, effective oversight, and above all, effective budget appropriation to ensure that adequate resources are allocated to key critical sectors in Ajuri that are funded by the government. I am ready to work with the government of the day. We are aware it is the NRM government that has taken the pinnacle, that is the fountain of honor, the president, His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Tihabura Museveni, Sebalwanye. We are ready to work together to provide services to the people. Opposition does not mean a rift. It is just providing alternatives, giving government insight or sight where the government's eyes cannot reach. Then the opposition comes in. But above all, the crux of the matter is service delivery to our people.
Are you ready to work with those people you have won in the election?
The people with whom we competed. I want to say that I am with you and I will work with you. I cannot claim to be a monopoly of ideas for the development of Ajuri. I need everyone. The government chief whip has been at the helm of the political circle of Uganda, not only Ajuri. We cannot leave him behind. We need him. We have Ongom Emmanuel Okwel. He has been a periodical challenger to the government chief whip. We cannot leave him out.
As MP elects, what do you have for Ugandans?
For Ugandans, in a nutshell, I will serve Uganda through the four role of the member of parliament without only limiting myself to Ajuri. I will work for the whole country.
Thank you so much. Dennis, what do you have for people of Lira City East?
Thank you very much, viewers. My name is Dennis Peter Odongodul. I'm Mayor-elect, Lira City's division in Lira City. I want to start by appreciating my people of Lira City's division for giving me the opportunity to serve them. Secondly, I also want to appreciate the party leadership and the leadership of Honorable James Michael Akena and the wife, Honorable Minister Betty Amongi Akena, for the support they have given to us as party flag bearers in Lira City and beyond Lira City.
What do you
have? As a mayor, Lira City's division, there's a lot in the treasury because we need to serve our people with our best. Like in Lira City, being a new city just created in 2019, we have had a lot of challenges in terms of infrastructure. So it means that as leaders, as new mayors of Lira City, we need to do a lot in terms of infrastructure. Secondly, poverty eradications. You know, in a city, most people tend to do different activities. So it means that as leaders, we need to level the ground so that they can participate and get resources to survive in the city.
Together with those people.
But also, I want to say that the people whom we competed, we had about 8 other candidates, including me. We are 9. But of course, I want to say that I am not the best among all. But people have given me the opportunity to serve. It means that I am going to consult with all my other competitors to come together and work as a team. My major role right now is to unite the people of Lira City, because in these elections there has been a lot of divides or based on political line or party line. But of course, we need to ensure that all these people are brought together and we begin moving forward to ensure that development, it is for everybody, but not for the party.
Thank you so much. The mayor-elect for Lira City East Division. On my right is Manuel Bongpero.
Good morning, viewers. I'm called Emmanuel Bongo Peto, the incoming mayor, Lira City West Division. I'd like first to thank the Almighty God for guiding us through during the campaign. Also like to thank my party president, Honorable Jimmy James Michael Akena Obote, who, when they wanted to overturn our election, intervened and things went on very well. As a leader, as a winner wins for all. A failure failed for himself. So I'd like to thank everybody, and I call everybody, regardless of your political affiliation, please, let's come together and work together for the betterment of Lira City West Division.
Can you tell me your work plan?
My work plan will cover education. My work plan will cover the earth. My work plan will cover the physical planning of Lira City West. We have been lacking physical plan. You find that people are being just anyhow. But as a leader who have been elected, you know my manifesto. I'll come to you. I'll work with the youth. I'll work with the women. I'll work with everybody, regardless of your political affiliation. And I call those whom I've competed with, please, let's come and join our hands together so that we see to it that we develop a leader. We are looking for a leader, and that leader has been chosen.
Thank you so much. These three gentlemen are from UPC party, and in Langu sub-region, there are already, NRM has got 19 members of parliament, and UPC now will have 12 since they elected this Fred yesterday. Julius Ochieng, I now take you back to Kampala for a short commercial break. I'm here in Lira City. Good morning.